Hello again everyone and welcome back to The Witcher 2. We are back here in this conversation with Letho and we need to figure out everything basically. Right, so we're going to carry on here. So how did you find Sheila?
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially she watched my every move, but sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila, and now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
That man got lucky, okay. How'd you learn
Where'd
the
you
lodge?
get your information about the lodge?
From the Emperor and Vatir de Rideau, the Emperor's chief spy. And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claim she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her amnesia, and without her knowing it. There was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the lodge. Only Emir, Vatir, and I were present. Only we knew of the mission.
That's a very, very, very small group of people who knew exactly what this plan was.
How do you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. His habits, the positions of the palace guards, anything. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow. Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundantly. It had all the makings of a cakewalk. But it's never that easy. We barely avoided our pursuers. And we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth Scoia'tael, another of Sheila's ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling with them put us out of the Lodge's reach. We could calmly plan Foltest's and Hensel's assassinations.
Wow. Honestly, fair play. They orchestrated that all brilliantly. Like, the lodge was the one with the people who took out Demavend. And then Nilfgaard pushed the rest of the Kingslayers to do the rest. Jesus Christ. And little did Yorveth know he was basically assisting his enemy.
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The King of Temeria would have to deal with the Lavalette sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a castle's under siege? I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd seen the light. Not very believable. So one of Arian's patrols out in the forests happened on a Scoia'tael unit torturing a helpless monk. Arian's brave men drove off the elves and I found shelter in the monastery.
No one noticed you
Wow.
had no wounds?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later.
Of course you did.
Can keep a secret. Then all I had to do was wait for the situation to develop. When I saw you enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. to recognize an old friend.
Wow, honestly, everything just makes sense now.
When did you decide to get rid of Yorvith?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorvith, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran...
But you didn't.
Ah, Kieran,
That allowed
yes.
me to drive a wedge between you and Yorvith. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember. So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind, or that Yorvith was manipulating me.
And the North
Nilfgaard
decided to
never
take
came
chaos.
into the picture for her.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
True.
You screwed up with Henselt.
Sabrina's curse tore that down. First off, we got holed up in that hideout in the ravines. Then Sheila showed up and started watching Henselt like he was her own ass. By that time, his death was no longer necessary. Fate had smiled upon us again. I learned of the summit and the efforts to reconstitute the council and conclave. The ideal setting for the mission's grand finale.
Yennefer and the Wild Hunt. Oh yeah, we already know. Well, in fact, if we say this again,
And you know the...
it's not about the whole pitch. Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's it then. We pretty much know everything. We pretty much know exactly how all the assassinations came to happen. We know of Nilfgaard's involvement and their grand plan in the attempt to take over the north, to just send all the kingdoms into chaos. And we know now, right as we speak, they are mobilizing their armies in an attempt to take advantage of the chaos that is currently ensued after this attempt to negotiate peace. So, the only thing that we can do personally is finish this with Letho.
I'm done talking.
So let's do this.
Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
Oh, so Geralt is actually drinking some vodka. Lovely. That felt like more than a swig.
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south.
Yeah, the North is in
where
deep,
the good
deep
life
trouble.
awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you.
The enemy of my enemy is my
concern
friend,
anymore.
etc.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
So this is the point where we choose: do we want to fight Letho or do we want to let him walk away? In essence, he is correct. He is not necessarily our enemy. Our enemy, in all honesty, is Nilfgaard. However, we do still owe Foltest and, well, Triss in many ways as well, I feel. And the thing is, he still could work for Nilfgaard as well. Nilfgaard is a definite enemy at this point, I think. Give it your best shot.
Time to fight. Ready?
We can't let him walk away after chasing him this far. Oh, and all of our things have run out as well. Oh, you fucker. You fucker. Okay. Yeah, this is good shit now.
Like to be almost dead.
fight.
Right, let's try and work this carefully. Come on, come on. We don't have a marker on Letho as well, which is annoying, so we can't necessarily time any parries or anything. However, we do seem to be doing a hell of a lot of damage on this guy. He's not landed a blow. Oh, okay. I asked for that, didn't I?
You're nowhere near my level.
Nope. Au contraire. Okay, let's not walk into the fire. That's never going to be good for us. Right, if we're on the attack now, I'm pretty sure we're going to win this, to be fair. If we're just tactical about this. Oh boy.
I've had enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
Oh, this is actually going to be close now, to be fair. I definitely made a mistake in assuming I was going to win. Come on, Letho. I tell you what, if we put a Quen on, just in case we do take any more hits, that was very badly timed, I'm not going to lie. And then we change to Ard. Then we go on the attack quickly. Oh, we got him, yes! Yes! Oh, is it over? I'm going to prepare for any quick time events that might happen here. Oh no! Oh no 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 no. Oh, Letho, you just got it. And the Kingslayer falls. After all this time, Letho is dead. Well, to be honest, he might not be dead just yet. I'm not gonna lie, I don't trust that he's dead. Or maybe he is. Yeah. I couldn't just let the man who killed Foltest and Demven walk away. It was not happening. Good fight though, Letho. You fought well. And now Loch Muin will be sealed forever. Well, for a time anyway. Until it can be rebuilt. Will we be back here? Who knows? Where is Geralt going? Ah, okay. This is him leaving. A ladybird. Fly, ladybird, be free. Beautiful music in the background once again, by the way. And finally we are free to get out of Loch Muin and... well, where do we go now? And that's the question. But the main thing is Geralt and Triss are both alive and well. And Yorvith's alive and well as well. So... to be continued and Avenger.
The Witcher traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers.
Finish the game at
way,
difficulty
he
level
met
and
both
kill
the
more than one...
righteous and
oh no,
scoundrels,
that's not right.
Bernard Laredo amongst the latter.
Laredo, fucking hell, really?
Laredo sold Flotsam to Kedwin and scattered the local non-humans to the four winds.
He sold Flotsam to Kedwin. Oh my Christ.
Flotsam became a military base. Its civilian population was resettled.
Resettled. Yeah, that looks very much like
In
resettling.
Edirn, the Witcher witnessed Saskia the Dragonslayer achieve a great victory. The Pontar Valley, previously Upper Edirn, became a promised land for outcasts who dared dream of freedom.
Nice. Good.
Even sly old Zoltan Chive came to believe in this land of bliss. Yet dark times approached for the architects of the New Order.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole
Dark clouds had
Nilfgaardian
been
invasion.
gathering over Temeria since Foltest's death. Stripped of its king, the land was like a rich cloth which nobles began to shred. These minor scavengers, however, scurried off in fear when true predators reached out for their prize. The summit at Loch Muin sealed the fate of Foltest's realm, when Radovid of Redania and Henselt of Kedwin divided it between them.
That sucks. That does suck. That's a bad
Years
outcome.
before, Geralt of Rivia had witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loch Muin re-established both bodies, their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
And that would be The Witcher 3, I believe. View the credits to see the game ending. The Witcher 2, its game is based on the prose of Andrzej Sapolsky. Well, that is that. That is The Witcher 2. Now, that was a roller coaster, a fantastic story. Really, it really was. A story filled with mystery, betrayal, you know, a lot of deep-rooted political conflict, and of course an overarching mystery once again in terms of the Kingslayers, and which eventually we discovered was part of a massive Nilfgaardian plot to overthrow the North, which we may see in the next installment of The Witcher 2 of the Witcher series. Who knows? I've heard The Witcher 3 is a fantastic game, called by many to be one of the best of all time, but a game that I have not played yet as of yet either. So maybe that will be next though, because I did thoroughly enjoy this game. That's some beautiful artwork of Roach and Henselt there. Yeah, so that was a mixed ending. It was good for the Pontar Valley. Definitely good to see that a sort of free state was established there. Saskia, we hope, survived, I think, because there is some hope that we may be able to break the spell that was cast on her, although maybe we'll never find that out, who knows. Temeria, however, very unfortunate ending for Temeria, but one that was probably inevitable, to be honest. Like, maybe we could have found something different if we'd gone with Roach instead of Yorvith, but yeah, again, we'll never truly know, I don't think. And we also learn much more about Geralt's past as well with the Wild Hunt. We know more about the origins and intricacies of the Wild Hunts in the fact that they are just spectres from other worlds that are merging with ours on secret missions for some purpose. Exactly what, we don't know. It seems to be to put all of the prisoners they take to work as soldiers or farmers or something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah. But yeah, Witcher 2 definitely improved on The Witcher 1. The Witcher 1 is a good game. It's a very fun game. It's very memeable, The Witcher 1, to be honest. Some of the dialogue at this point is pretty laughable, not gonna lie. And it's a bit rough around the edges. The Witcher 2 definitely improved the combat on the first game. The Witcher 1's combat was very much it was very much kind of, oh, you know, you click and you click in a rhythm. You know, it's basically just following a pattern essentially. It wasn't the most intricate combat in the world in The Witcher 2, but it was definitely an improvement. There's a lot more facets to it with the extended use of all the different signs and throwables and traps and all that, which, to be fair, we did actually make use of in various ways throughout the game. Definitely tougher combat as well, I think. The Witcher 1 at certain points did manage to just break itself down into just, you know, it was a bit of a stroll in the park at certain points in The Witcher 1, wasn't it? Where we just kind of were able to just slice and dice through enemies at our whim, basically, especially with the whirlwind attacks that you could use in sort of the group style combat, the group combat style, I should say. So this one definitely required a lot more thought with the sort of varying between parrying and dodging. Yeah, it definitely took more skill, I think, and it was tricky at points. Don't get me wrong, like, when you level up yourself a few times, there are certain enemies in the game that do become slightly trivialized, like the harpies and the drowners and the rot fiends, etc. And to essence as well, a lot of the actual human soldiers that we fought towards the end of the game were pretty easy to get through. But all in all, definitely a very enjoyable experience. One which I assume, well, it definitely indicates that will lead pretty smoothly into The Witcher 3, which, whether it is soon or later, I definitely can't wait to get my head to actually start. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So we would like to extend a hearty thank you to our wives, husbands, significant others, and children, large and small, in brief to all our loved ones, for the patience they showed and the support they provide throughout the time we worked on The Witcher 2. This game is likewise your achievement. I love stuff like that. It's nice to acknowledge the kind of support groups around you, which really made it all possible. I'm definitely going to hang around until the end of the credits here just to see what the big sort of ending is, because I imagine there's probably going to be another cliffhanger thrown in somewhere. That will probably up the hype even more for The Witcher 3. Well, obviously it did back then. A lot of people will know exactly how The Witcher 3 plays out by now, but I am not one of them. There's definitely some replay value as well with The Witcher 2, because obviously the big kind of point in the game where you have to choose is you have to choose between going with Yorvith and going with Roach. I feel like I chose the right one. I feel like Yorvith, despite his issues, he was persecuted, as were as were many others of his race, and all he wanted was similar to what Saskia wanted, just a place to be free, basically, and that is respectable. Roach wasn't a bad guy, far from it. Maybe we'll see Roach or Yorvith again in The Witcher 3 at some point, potentially. I am very curious to see how exactly a lot of the choices made in this game will affect The Witcher 3. Because the Sheila thing, it did say that Radovid had captured her and sort of doomed her, essentially, which, well, we believed that. We kind of knew that was going to happen, I think, in the end, didn't we? That felt like a big choice, which maybe wasn't. It was kind of slightly trivialized in the end. But there's still the questions about Philip Eilhart, there's still the questions about Saskia, there's still questions about, obviously, Yorvith and Roach, there's still questions about, obviously, Nilfgaard and how their invasion of the North is going to play out. If we went with Roach, would things have been different for Temeria? It's tough to say. Honestly, probably not. I can't see how going with him would have made much of a difference to Temeria unless he was somehow able to make a deal with Henselt, maybe. I don't know. It's tough to say. A lot of questions, but yeah, I'm curious to see how it all plays out when it goes to The Witcher 3. Letting Lethal walk away as well. Would that have been a big difference maker in the next game? I'm not sure, because he said, "Oh, you'll never see me again." Would that have been true? Who knows? Because let's be honest. We all know he had ties with Nilfgaard. We all know he largely was a huge player in orchestrating everything that led to the Nilfgaardian invasion. Could he have helped them further in the future? I think it's possible. I do think it's possible. What I'm going to do now, guys, I think, is I'm going to just skip ahead now, and when I come back, we will be at the end of the game, whatever cutscene awaits us. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be back soon. Okay, I think, and I only think, that we are about to see the end of the game. Because there are no more credits on the screen. I think we saw all the thanks and whatnot. We got the trademarks. Is it going to... Yes, here we go, right. Oh, look at that rabbit! Oh, isn't he cute? Hope this is not going to be like a Last of Us thing. I don't think it'll be shot by an arrow. Oh, who is that? Oh, it's just a dude. A dude with some wood. Oh, son of a bitch! Oh. Oh, no. Oh. That's a shame. Who is that? Trying to work... Oh, hello. Wow. That's an impressive construction, to be fair. I'm trying to work out if he's meant to be someone of any relevance or if this is just a pretense. Oh no. I know what this is. It's the Nilfgaardians. Oh my guy, I'm so sorry. Okay, he didn't die, at least. They didn't kill him. He's beaten up, but he's still alive. That's good. Wait, where did his rabbit go? His rabbit was attached to him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh my god, look at that army. Holy shit. Wow. That army, man. The world as we know it nears its end, yet the past remains the key to the future. Oh, what does that mean? That's very vague and prophetical, isn't it? Well, does the arena offer anything quickly? I'm just gonna have a quick look. I feel like this may also be the same thing that was kind of part of the tutorial we went through. Just gonna have a quick look before I end this all. Oh wow, okay.
A Witcher! Whoa! Finally, one to tell my grandchildren about.
Who can I talk to if I want to fight?
Me, naturally.
I was thinking about...
If you have an invitation, you've no other format. Best of luck to you. Don't get killed.
Remember that your different setting affects the points award your award for victories. Yeah. This could be interesting. If anyone wants to see me play this, then go right ahead and tell me. But for now, I'm going to leave it. So, let's back to the main menu. So, that was the conclusion of The Witcher 2: Assassins of Kings. So that epilogue post-credit scene was basically just showing the sheer destruction that Nilfgaard is causing. Well, if only Radovid and Hensel and the lads knew exactly what hell that they had coming towards them as they celebrated their conquest of Temeria. They also sealed their own fates, essentially. So, that is the end of the Witcher 2 series, guys, pretty much. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you all have enjoyed this. It's been a roller coaster, been a very enjoyable game. The story's been really fun to follow. I've enjoyed it. I'm really excited to see what The Witcher 3 brings once we do eventually get round to it. As usual, I will post a video about the next game poll because the last poll that I put up without a video didn't get much interaction. So I'm hoping a video will maybe spark a few votes. So yeah, once again guys, thank you so much to everyone who's watched this series, and I hope you all have enjoyed it once again. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next video, and hopefully I'll catch you at the beginning of the next series we start. Thanks again guys, have a wonderful day, and for the final time in The Witcher 2, bye bye.